I'm making this video in support of Trump. As you all are aware that most of the social media platforms had blocked Trump, and they are also against the people who are patriot or belongs to right wing in their respective countries. Like here in India, they are if you talk about India, they are not in favor of BJP or RSS. They keep promote hate mongering against the right wing people or the people who are patriot, and they most of the time we have seen Twitter or Facebook, they have deleted the post related to nationalism, related something that says good about BJP or good about RSS, and also deleted the post of those patriotic people who write against the jihadi groups or the terrorist groups or about a particular community, and you know what I'm talking about. So this mindset must not be promoted. This is high time that we must be the people of the world, be the people of this universe, whosoever love their respective countries and believe in real freedom of speech, rather selective freedom of speech. Like if you talk good about leftist, if you talk good about this communist people, if you talk about if you are a Marxist, belongs to a particular left mindset, and you are against Modi in India, and you are against RSS in India, and you say all the bad things about Hindus, about those who are not belong to particular faith, who don't have a particular faith, but always seen promoted Islam or things related to Islam. I must say that if you talk anything against jihadist or Islam or terrorism, or you come out and say, oh, so and so terrorist was a Muslim, and there is a high time when Muslim people must realize that there is something related to the religion that makes them terrorist. Because instead of except Muslims, there is no other religion that says do the jihad against the infidels or the non-believers. Because for them, even we believe in our own God, for them, or we believe in God and Mother Goddess Kali or Durga or Mahadev like Hindus, or we believe in Jesus Christ, or we believe in Moses like Jews. That is all against their religion, that says they are non-believers. The Muslim says they are non-believers, and they are against those things. And if we have seen in the past years or the recent years that all the terrorists who are caught in the criminal activities or the terrorism activities, they're from the Kerala, and when the investigation agencies asked them, interrogated them and asked, how did you got your recruitment, who recruited you and where? So they always found saying that we got recruited by Twitter, we met somebody online on Facebook. If I have personally been a victim of this one-sided philosophy, one-sided action taking, this Facebook guidelines, that okay, you are not following our guidelines and we are banning you for so and so days. I have been a victim of those partial or one-sided decisions where I was not allowed to say what I believe in, but they were allowed. I have even sent them the post that this so and so man from Kolkata is saying that we must raise jihad against Hindus. When I reported the post, I got an answer, because I don't have that editing tool with me, so I cannot edit and can't show you here, but that's the truth. Maybe many of you have been face the same problems, and many of those who are listening to me in US or the other countries, I'm sure that you people have gone through the same thing. When I reported, I come back to the point, when I reported the particular person from the Muslim community, that this person is asking to raise jihad against Hindus and saying that this is high time, we are forced to raise jihad against Hindus, we must kill them. So what the answer I got, I thought they will remove the post and they will suspend the account of that person, but instead of that, they send me a particular quote saying that we have reviewed and we have re-reviewed it, and we have found that there is nothing that goes against the community and Facebook community, and we believe that you might not like some of the posts or the thoughts of the particular Facebook user sometime. So what the best you can do is you can ignore those kind of posts and you can block them anytime. So they were asking me, shut up and close your eyes, don't look at the person who's talking about raising the jihad or talking bad about your community. So this is the double standard of Facebook, about which I felt very helpless. Now I'm seeing the world most powerful so-called number one country in the world, and the most popular after Modi, the second most popular leader of the world, Donald Trump, or the second or the first most popular leader of the world. Modi and Trump like first and second, like that. Then Putin and all these people. Why we love these people? Because they are patriot. Maybe Trump has a different style of saying thing, but Mr. Donald Trump, he was a successful businessman, he is still running successful business. Why he left those all luxuries and he came into politics? Because he thought that maybe I have lived my life, my 70 years of my life had gone in luxury, in doing business, promoting business, expanding business. Now this is the high time my country demands a politician like me, who is raw, who is not actually a politician but a patriot, who was trying to change the things in the entire history of America. He is the first president who really thought from the heart and who dared to say that American first. Yes, many of the Indians wouldn't have liked the thought that when he said America first, American first. But my dear friends, let me ask you something. If your Indian Prime Minister says my Indian should get first preference, what is the harm in that? I mean, is it something that a Prime Minister shouldn't say? So same with the President Trump. If he is the President of America and he says that my people must get, the people who are Americans must get the privilege of being American first, they have the right to do the job, to get the job opportunity, to get the food cards or the benefits being an American citizen, and these all privilege must be to work in America, to live in America, to have all those rights in America. The American born in India or the people of America must get that privilege of being the American citizen. Is it something like there is something wrong in that? I think every leader of the world who's holding the topmost position in the world must think for his own people first, then thinking about the people who have been immigrated. And if the burden in the country is going on like on a larger scale, so that there is a time then the leader has to decide that, okay, I must need to stop the refugees now because my country is not able to take outside people, but I have to the place of the job or the job opportunities or the right on the food grown in the soil must be consumed, and the place must be occupied or the job must be occupied by my own citizen rather than the outsider. I think there is no harm in that. So those very points which Trump, like in India, the same very points were raised by Modi, and Modi became the enemy of the Deshdrohis, or the people who were busy doing things against India, or I may say anti-Indian elements, or the people who were the enemies of India, or the countries who are enemy of India. Same way, when it comes to Trump, all those people who are filling America with the filth of uh, filth uh, of raising jihad against, with the mindset they wanted to supply the people in maximum numbers to make America Islamic State, or to start ISIS activities in America, because after 9/11 there was no such activities. So they wanted more and more people from Syria, from Somalia, to be filled in America, so they can get the jobs, they can mix with the people, and they can change the first they wanted to change the culture of America. They wanted to change and occupy the most of the jobs, or the wanted to change the mindset of the people, by mixing their people in the real American people. So when Trump was trying to make a full stop to these lefties, or these Islamic jihadist, global jihadist agenda running people, so they all became united in entire world, and they started plotting against Trump, like they started against Modi. The same plotting and the conspiracy they have, they joined together to run against Modi, or India, the Hindus. Same, now they started the same thing from past many years, since Trump government has Trump has come into power. So now they want to change, they want to destroy America with the same mindset. And I request all the people, that many of you are somewhere knowing the people who are creative, or you yourself will be you'll have some creativity in you, or maybe you were a student of software, you might be knowing how to develop the software, or good in developing some app. So why don't you guys come with a solution of replacing Twitter, or replacing Facebook, or even this YouTube? Or why can't some big businessman can buy, who's a who's a patriot, and can buy or overtake these companies, and make a full stop to their one-sided decision or injustice? I mean, how it can be different, that your freedom of speech is different than my freedom of speech? If you say anything vulgar against my god, goddesses, and you are allowed to do so, but I don't have a right to get hurt and reply. And it's my own choice, that I like Modi, and I like the mindset that he says India first, and we love India, and we must live and die for India, and we must have everything they see, or everything made in India. So when Modi promotes made in India, why other people don't like him? If you're real Indian, if you are a well-wisher of India, you should respect Modi's, that no matter which party you come from, no matter what mindset you are from, but when it comes to India and you are an Indian, you must appreciate these efforts. Same way, when it comes to Trump, he has all the bloody rights to promote his made in America uh, initiative, or when he says American first. So what is the harm in that? If my even Indian people are living there, and if an American gets the job, an Indian don't get the job, it's okay, because that American has the first right to, you can come back to your country and you can do a job here. But that American who born in America has the right to get the job opportunity first than anybody else. So there is a high time we must say no to these platforms, and I know this would be hard decision, but we all people must come united, and we must try promote some other apps, or like Telegram is there. It's a German app. We can go for that. We need to do something. We need quick replacement of these things. I know it wouldn't be that much quick, but it will take some time. But this is a high time that our government must, or our friend nation governments must think like Israel or other countries. We must, or Australia, we must, or America even, we must come united, and uh, we must try need to develop our own apps and our own social media platforms where we can have an equal outlook to people's um thought process. And yes, there should be zero tolerance to people who talk against the country where they live in. If suppose you are an American, and some American, another American talking bad about your America, you must ban that person. A person who's talking about jihad against people, about killing innocent people, Twitter not blocking them, Twitter not deactivating their account, Facebook not deactivating their account, but they're deactivating those people account holding the topmost position. And even in diplomacy, if a president is going to another country, he can pass on the security channel. He has no he has a power, he has a privilege to pass on without doing the security process. Same with the Indian Prime Minister. If he is going to America, and this if the government is informed, then he don't have to go for the security check. So these are some privileges received and enjoyed by those people who are elected by the majority of people. These privileges given to these people holding the highest position, not just because they are holding only because they are holding the highest position. They get these all privileges because this is an res- uh, indirect pay indirect uh, respect, indirect way of paying respect to those people who have elected them, the majority of the particular country. So we must need to think about that we shouldn't sit quiet and wait for the time that all the jihadis will take over these social media platform, and they will make us puppet, and they will have our private data's information, and whenever they want they will delete us. Whenever if they don't like any of our posts, they will delete us, they will ban us. And this is what it's happening from a long time. So this is high time we need to understand, and we need to do something about it. I request all the fellow friends, all the fellow citizens of every country, uh, those who believe in equality, and those who don't believe in selective freedom of speech. Like, if you are from left, if another person is from left, if he says something, oh, that's nice, he's talking against the right wingers, or he's talking about that country, or talking bad about that faith. Okay, you can abuse my god, but I cannot say anything against yours. You have never seen how Muhammad used to look, but if somebody make a cartoon and with imagination there in Charlie Hebdo, you kill those, you shot those people to death, you shoot those people, right? So this I call equality. I call the same way of looking, like same perception of looking people with the same perception. No, it's hypocrisy, it's double standards, and you must need to stop it. You need to stop this madness right now or never. Anyways, thanks for listening to me. If there will be some mistake in my pronunciation or speech, or expressing my thoughts, please excuse me, because although I'm able to communicate with the world, But sometime, like, I understand English is not my first language. So thank you very much, guys, and try spread this message. Thank you.